What is going on, everybody, and welcome. Today I have for you guys a review of the new console, the OUYA. So what you guys actually just saw was the actual intro to when you turn on the console. And this is it. Here it is, guys. Woo! It is extremely small. It's about 2.5-inch square all around, pretty much. But anyway, so let's get into the actual review. So, just to give you a little backstory on what the OUYA is, basically what it was is a group of people decided that on Kickstarter they wanted to get funding to basically create a gaming console. Within, I think, day one, they earned $3 to $4 million, which was like 4 times what they had hoped to actually earn. One of which was myself. I did donate some money so that this console could be a reality. Now, what I actually paid was I paid $125. 100 is for this right here, which is the console and the controller, and then the extra 25 was for a second controller, because with the kind of games that are going to be on this, I think that my girlfriend will actually enjoy to play some of these. So, anyways, let's actually get into this. So, overall, I'm not as impressed as I thought I would be right now. What you guys are seeing right now is me kind of just going through different games and checking out what they're all about. Some of which are really bad, like the one I'm showing right now. And I apologize for anybody that wanted to design for the OUYA, but it's just, it's all indie developers for the most part. And I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 like main companies making something so far. But it's early. Like the console still hasn't even released. I think that it actually doesn't come out until July, and all the people that were early backers on Kickstarter are like now receiving their consoles, or should have finished receiving their consoles. So you guys can notice, like, when you actually go to a game, all you got to do is just download it, and then you'll actually go to your actual games and then install it real quick and hop right in and play. So it's really, really simple. So, the basics behind the OUYA's market is similar to the mobile market, where you can get games for free, and if you like it, you can pay the extra little bit and, you know, have it to keep. I personally enjoy this model. I don't need to play a whole game to actually know if I really want to actually keep playing it. You know, you can play for 5 minutes and you can tell if you really think that you want to keep playing. And that's what a lot of this is. It's a lot of, you know, pick and choose and hope it's good. I have tried out a good number of the games, and there are a few that were hit or miss, and there's a couple that are actually pretty nice. And I want to say that there's only like 130 games right now. They're all indie games, so anybody can make these. Anybody. I think all you have to do is have a developer's kit, which is maybe like $100 or something. I don't exactly know how much it is. But anyway, so all right, so now I'm actually in the play menu where you can actually go through and pick your games. So these are the games that I have downloaded, some of which I'll actually talk about when we get to it. So the controls and the controller itself it's a nice feel. Okay, it is a nice feel actually holding this in your hand. It does feel really good. One thing that I do enjoy that I just realized because it's been sitting under my air conditioning all day, these side gray panels are actually aluminum, or there's some kind of metal. I don't really know. I'm not a metal smith or anything like that. But what I do enjoy about it right now is that if you get like really hot hands when you play, this is gonna help cool your hands quite a bit. It's a nice cool surface. Another thing that is kind of clunky right now, this actual black area right here is a cursor. You can actually see the cursor moving on the screen right now. But this is actually a touchpad. So it's interesting that they added in the touch feature. I don't think it's quite necessary. I don't think that there's really any games that you're going to use it for. The joysticks feel really nice. The D-pad feels really nice. The buttons all feel really nice. Another problem with it, the triggers. These bottom triggers are a bit, yeah, they're kind of blah. and then these top triggers are okay when they're responsive. Another interesting feature about the controllers is to actually save on space. As you can see, there's no giant battery pack. What you do is you actually take off the metal panels that are on it. So you can take off the metal panel, and here it is. Here's the metal panel, and that's where you put your batteries. And it goes in both sides, nice and easy. If you want to have concave sticks or dome sticks, you can always switch them out right here. I mean, pretty sure I can just pop this right off. Yeah, pop it right off. You can swap out your sticks really easily. So for anybody that wants to customize theirs, or give it your own personal feel, it's possible. It's actually very possible. So you guys could go out and get different colors or whatever, what have you. So anyways, pretty nice design. It's a bit strange in shape. I don't really care though. It feels really nice in your hand. There's no awkward spaces or anything like that, so it's a pretty nice controller. So back into the actual, so we'll talk a little bit about the game. So right now what you guys are actually watching is Dub Wars, which is kind of like a rehash of Geometry Wars but with dubstep. So what it actually does, instead of you actually just aiming to shoot, you aim where you want to shoot, but it only shoots to the beat of the music. So it gets kind of crazy, as you can see, just like lasers going everywhere, and I'm just spinning in circles because that's really the only thing you can do to accurately hit anything. But there's some games that you can tell that people put the time into, and you can tell that there's some games that really didn't have any time put into. Some of them function much better than others, some of them not so well at all. Another nice feature is actually the Twitch app. So the other day when Battlefield 4 was streaming, I was actually watching live from my OUYA and right on my TV. So I'm not sitting here using my computer's processor, I'm not using any of that. This is free. I'm sitting here watching it right over here, which is a really nice thing. So if I want to sit here and work on stuff, I can watch Nadeshot or any of the Optic members or anybody that's streaming Call of Duty, whether it's my friend or a big YouTuber. Now, the one problem that I'm seeing with this right now is that you can't actually log in. There's no spot where you can log in so you can actually check out the channels that you follow. So if they're not one of the main channels that are going to be streaming, chances are you won't get to see them. I want to say that it shows a list of like 25 people. So if you're not one of the top 25 people streaming that game, you might not show up. So unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast, and that's also the earliest version of this. But it is pretty nice though. I mean, you can sit there and watch in HD. I guess as HD as your internet connection can go. Mine was a little bit clunky. But now some of the other games that are out there that are some of the bigger publishers, Square Enix, they actually brought Final Fantasy III to the OUYA, which is nice. So it's basically an adaptation of the Nintendo DS game brought to the OUYA, and it works beautifully. It's one of the best handling games that there are. Unfortunately, you gotta pay to play. Now, you can play for free. I don't know how far you can go. I'm still playing actually, so all I keep doing is just going to continue and hope that I can actually keep playing. But I have a feeling you'll be able to play for a good couple hours before you actually have to pay for it, which isn't too bad. Hopefully I'll be able to buy it in the next few weeks or so. Just been a bit busy with other things. Now, one of the greatest things for the OUYA is its emulators. So the OUYA has the ability to emulate N64 games, NES games, Game Boy games. I don't think there's actually a Game Boy emulator yet, but I think you can use it with some of the other ones. They should play just fine, but as you guys can see on the screen, Zelda Ocarina of Time. I absolutely love this game. So to be able to come in and play this game is awesome. It brings back that nostalgic feel for a game. I grew up playing Nintendo and N64, and then moved on to the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, and then the Xbox 360, and now with the current gens that are coming out, we'll be moving on to those. So it has that, it brings that warm feeling back when you jump into the game and you can actually experience that stuff that you experienced when you were, you know, 10, 12, 13 years old, maybe even younger for some of you guys if you were old enough to really play this kind of a game. So it's really nice to be able to go back to your roots and play things like this and not have to have that old system, but you have, you know, the nice controller, the nice this and that. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. I think that that's really all that I have time for. You're gonna watch me probably scroll through some menus or some shit. But all in all, I really do enjoy this, and I think that with time, it will be a nice little addition to my desk. I don't think that it's gonna obviously take over my time with what I game on, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be, once new things start coming out for it, it'll be a nice little addition. It'll be cool to have N64 games and all that without having to hook up my N64. But yeah, I mean, there it is, the OUYA, guys. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys don't know anything about it, OUYA.tv, I'll put the link in the description. You guys can go check it out. But let me know what you guys think of this idea of a new console that's very, very low in the price range and is affordable for most, if not all. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later.